Good afternoon. Welcome to your favorite weekly current affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. Apologies for starting the program slightly behind schedule. My name is Ego Sagbolao. It promises to be another exciting time on the program because a lot is happening in Nigeria, and that is attracting reactions from the nooks and crannies of the country. On the program today, we'll be taking a reaction to the recent protests against increase in the prices of food items in the country. There was protests in Port Harcourt by the women against power outage. There was protests in Niger State. There was protests in some northern states. This is unprecedented. I must tell you, and the federal government has reacted. The federal government has directed that the food reserve be open to the public. This is to cushion the effect to ensure that Nigerians get adequate supply of food. So many Nigerians are talking about this development. Some persons have said, that the protest was instigated by the opposition party against President Tinubu's administration. So many reactions. But I have very distinguished personalities with me today, very seasoned analysts, and there are also clergymen. I have Archbishop Fred Aredo. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
I also have in the studio a very seasoned, intelligent analyst and a clergyman, Dr. Roya Abumeri. Nice to have you with us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
My name remains Ego Sagbolao. So we get started on the program, and we'll be starting with Archbishop Fred Aredo. Like I told you, he's a seasoned analyst. He has seen a lot in this country, and he will be giving us his opening remarks. Are you surprised that there was protest against increase in food prices in Niger State and some other parts of the country?
The answer is no.
Okay.
Why should I be surprised when I've been crying for more than 5 years in this studio that we have not seen anything? Now, if you are bringing out the reserve of what the government said they have reserved for themselves, not for the masses, and now if they decide to give it to masses, do they have anything to fill it back? The answer is no. So, Agbolao, I think my answer to it is just too direct. It doesn't need much analysis that Nigeria is facing what we call, in the biblical aspect, we call it famine.
Okay.
And when there is famine, it means the people in authority, they are evil. When there is famine,
we can't allow that.
You can't allow that. So
because they are our leaders, we must accord them respect.
Yes.
We have right to objectively
with you, journalists.
Criticize, but not to pass aspersion.
But when Pharaoh...
So can you rephrase that?
Yes, I am sorry.
Okay,
thank you. When the righteous is ruling, the people rejoice. But when the wicked is on the throne, the people mourn and cry for hunger, for starvation. That's how the Bible put it. So in another word, Pharaoh had a dream that this kind of a thing happening in our nation is going to happen. Pharaoh was the president of Egypt as at then, and begin in the Bible days, and begin to sort who can interpret this dream, because God will reveal what is going to happen. Among his advisors, no one saw it. God decided to reveal it to him. Where is our leader that is still having a dream? When they are all flying out of the country to places where they eat food that they did not grow. Who is encouraging farming? Is Nigeria not having enough vegetation to have what we call mechanized farming that can take from one state to another? What are you really doing to say this thing is going? Where is the food? In the 70s, we were almost having what we call food sufficiency. There was enough. The little that is being kept now, that they even bought and imported, is the one they are calling palliative. Where are we going? We have not seen anything. But whether heaven join on earth, those that are going to market will always go. Those that will not go will not go. Because the people in the helm of affair today that journalists will not want us to talk to, people, they don't want correction. Do they buy fuel? They don't. Do they go to market? No. The market that poor people go, they don't go. These things are free to them. So we are not the same. But my sincere prayer as a clergy is, God, help me. Because he has shown it to me that I see the rich crying. That very soon the rich will cry and the poor will laugh at them.
Thank you very much.
By the grace of God.
Thank you. That's your opening remarks. You can see that Archbishop Fred Agedo is really very emotional because the situation in the country gives cause for concern. But we must also accord our leaders their due respect and be prayerful and support them to actually come out of this imbroglio and take Nigeria out of the doldrums, because Nigeria needs to actually be lifted high. Just joining us is a farmer and a youth leader, Efosa Atoy. He's the chairman of the Edo Palm Produce Association. So he has a lot to talk about this increase in prices of food items. Efosa, nice to have you with us today.
It's a pleasure.
We'll just allow you to make your opening remarks. Now, there was protest recently in some parts of the country to register their displeasure over the increase in prices of food items. It is believed that some Nigerians are unable to feed. What's your reaction to this development?
Yeah, thank you very much. I came really late. But the protest is just the beginning, because things have not really started going up. That is why we, the farmers, we are out again to talk to the federal government, which they are doing. Nigerians need to go back to farm. And we going back to farm is a wake-up call. They should declare farming a state of emergency. Because what we are just seeing, the prices, like my product, palm oil, it have not started going up. A diesel is about 1,004 something. Transportation is high. The oil we are selling, we are losing. And we are saying, don't harvest. We are now telling the politicians, those in government, what they should do. There is no subsidy in fuel. There is no subsidy in anything, even house rent. They should bring all the subsidy that has been marked for into agriculture. It takes 2, 3 months, 4 months for whatever you plant on the ground to start harvesting, depending on what you are planting. But the cash crop, like this food to sustain us, will be, I quote, should be very in an urgent state. As I'm talking to you now, the price of garri, which is common, that you can use groundnut, pick and throw for an hungry man, is now getting very high. With what has happened this weekend, I will tell you this, that garri, a bag of garri might go back to 60, if you cannot take it, 90,000. They cannot root because of the weather. The soil is so strong. People cannot dig, cannot uproot their cassava because technology has not entered into our farming in this part of the country. But outside this, our south, they've gone into mechanizing. We are still doing our whole part of farming, so there will be more of this protest. Food is very expensive for those who eat in the restaurant. I wonder how those who prepare food, how did they make their profit? Because a tuber of yam now is going to 3,000-4,000 naira. And to me, it's still very cheap, because when you see the cost of a liter, the farmers, when I tell somebody I'm a farmer, they'll tell me, no. We are trying. When you see those who are working in the farm, you pity for them. They don't have good clothes. They don't have good life. No good thing. But yet, they still bring the food. You buy them very cheap. And I will say this here. The government should come and peg a price. Because the cost of garri, I travel to Benue. There is a remote place in Benue. You use 10,000, you can load a pickup. But my brother, I'll tell you, there is no access road to the farm. People will harvest their product, they will bring it out. Middlemen will come and be buying it a peanut. How will the farmer tomorrow go to the farm? No. The government should come in now, support the farmers, encourage them, which the federal government is doing. There's a program coming up before the end of this month. The government is bringing an intervention by saying a farmer should come with a fertilizer and some herbicide to encourage farmer. Who is a farmer? Everybody is scared. Some will bring their list. I'm a farmer. When you give them this thing, they will sell it. But what we are doing, whoever will come for this program, will make, if you don't have a land, there is land. Let us plant so that we can reverse this hunger. There is no food. Why will food be shortage when we have good farmland everywhere in Edo State? Let everybody come back. You are a graduate or whatever you are doing, there is grain. Cassava takes 6 months, 8 months. You will harvest it. You plant corn for 3 months, you will harvest it. Okra is just about 6 weeks. Vegetable, the way we should do it, let everybody encourage.
Thank you, Atoy. We'll allow you continue with your comments after this break. Okay, the program is 60 Minutes Nigeria. Nice to know that you are spending part of your 60 minutes with us. Efosa Atoy, who is a farmer, has just explained that what we thought is increase in price of food items, that to them it is not, because they are envisaging that the prices will go up. We just hope that the farmers will continue to assist the country. We also hope that more persons will get involved in farming. Well, my guests have a lot to say. Dr. Royal, now what's the way forward? Because you just had Atoy now, he's directly involved with the farmers. What do we do? Do everybody return to the farmlands as a way of increasing, boosting food production?
Thank you very much. When Archbishop,
yes,
in his opening remark, he mentioned Joseph, he mentioned Pharaoh. You know, as a pastor, there is nothing that is happening today that has never happened before.
Okay.
So we can learn from the past to correct the present. All right? In the days of famine, scarcity, although they plan towards it, it's unfortunate that where we find ourselves is a country where leaders do not plan for tomorrow. Everybody wants to put whatever they can get in their pocket today. That is what has put us in this mess. Because if it's a nation that plans, I'm even surprised I'm hearing about food reserve. In Nigeria, food reserve, let them bring out the food. Let's see we get it. If it will get to the masses, the solution to this problem is that everybody needs to go to the drawing board. We need to return to the drawing board. Whether you are a politician, whether you are a pastor, whether you are an artisan, everybody needs to return to the drawing board. God has blessed us with a fertile land. And I'm shocked that at this point in our history, there is shortage of food because what needed to be done has not been done. I seriously concur with what our bishop said, where government cannot control the price of food because you can only control what you support. You can only control when you create the right environment. You don't expect somebody who buys diesel for so and so amount, then you want to tell the person, sell your goods for so and so amount. It doesn't work that way. All right? We need to go back to farming. And our educational system, they need to begin to teach students the importance of agriculture because no matter the oil we have, we need food to survive. No matter the technology, we need food to survive. If sciences, they are making advancements, the agricultural sector needs to make advancement too. We just need to go back to the drawing board. Government need to set the template. And I'm very sure Nigeria government, we have the wherewithal to encourage everybody to go into farming. If we do that, in the next 1 year, this whole issue will be a thing of the past. That's my take on it, sir.
Thank you very much. Archbishop, the way forward, everybody should return to the farm. Do you concur to that?
Well, it's not, we are not only lacking in farming. Our nation, Nigeria, is not only lacking in farming. We need to return back to the fear of God and let nature take its place. When we are saying farming, if you bring yam, you bring cassava, does it just make the food? No. There are things we try to overlook. And if these things, we should look at it critically. We should talk about discipline and be prudent. Telling children what life is all about. Trying to inculcate the nature, African nature, in the heart of every child. My brother, we are sitting down in air condition right now. I see a man whom the wife so embarrassed that there was food, no meat. And the guy has to go to the farm to look for rabbit. The only hole he saw rabbit. My brother, the man digger, he put his head inside. Before he bring a small rabbit, if you see the man as dirty as he was. And when he came out and he raised the rabbit, he said, now you take me so far this one. He killed and still take this out. The wife said, now let this one you bring. It become an insult. So it's not only to farm, to plant yam and plant cassava. There are things that has not been done. That the government would have helped these people. When we are talking about mechanized farming, when there is mechanized farming, will people still continue to carry cutlass? Farmers in Europe, they are the richest people.
Yeah.
Anytime I see Ator, I'll say, yeah, this look like the farmers I know in Germany. This look like the farmer I know in Italy. They are just like that, flying a helicopter, landing in their farm. They are multi-billionaires. Are they really using cutlass to cut? Are they using the kind of fertilizer you are using?
Oh, yeah.
When you go to some of their farms, they go and take this excreta of what they call it, from pigs and to do a kind of, not this chemical, whatever you are, have you observed it recently? That the orange, the outside people are selling.
I would not like to mention a tribe because they are not the only ones selling orange.
The orange they are selling nowadays.
Yes.
The orange they are selling nowadays because Benima is not selling orange. That's why I just mentioned that.
No, some Benin women sell this.
The orange they are selling now, you will cut an orange, you will not see a single seed inside. What are you going to use to plant? Because it's a make of fertilizer. No seed. Can God plant a seed without that seed not producing another seed? Go and find out what I have said. As you are going to buy an orange on the way,
we will investigate that.
Investigate it and come and announce it here. No seed. You will drink a whole orange. You will not see one seed inside. So when you throw it away, where is it going to? Where is it going to germinate?
No,
because not all oranges.
No, Bishop, on that, we are talking about hunger.
What is bringing hunger?
No.
If what you have eaten cannot produce another one. When you want to plant yam, those days, sir, you know about palm tree. I know about yam. When you want to harvest yam in my village, there is an extent you cut it up to, so that there will be a remainder
for you to plant.
To replant. So it is a mango. When you eat mango, it has a seed, so that you can replant. If now what you are eating have no reserve or have nothing to replant, where do you what are you going?
So that is for the orange that you bought.
The orange I bought.
We will find out because we know that there are oranges everywhere.
Even the banga fossa is doing. You will eat it, you will not see seed inside because they are using fertilizer.
No, on that, I will not agree.
Okay.
Do you know why Prof is saying this, or Bishop? Bishop, let me tell you. I complained about using fertilizers. And somebody here told me, say, look, the United Nations encouraged it. If you plant that yam you are planting now in our days, you will plant a yam. It will give you this size. The family size, you will cook 2 or 3 for a house of 5. When you use fertilizer in that same size of yam, it will give you like this. Now you are asking me how? The fertilizer boost. What we are saying now is for we to enjoy and eat first, survive. people are going to organic farming. Let me tell you, if we should go to organic farming, people cannot buy a loaf of bread. People cannot buy yam. Why we are enjoying it now? Because most of all our farms in the West here are organic, because we don't use fertilizer much.
In the South.
In the South. But you see where all the rice and the beans or the orange we are using, like in Benue now, where most of the oranges are coming, they use fertilizer. And now there is this advance in technology. There's technology into farming now.
It's destroying.
No, look at it. The thing is this. Most of them, they don't allow them to ripe. They use one other things to make it ripe. You will not see liquid or other things. These are the things that government should check. We are talking about this in America now. There's a technology today. They will have it in a lab. The cow, big as the biggest cow you can see, in less than 48 hours. A cow, you just give birth to a cow. Before you know, you don't rise, right? You don't pick. They don't kill her. Then they'll say this meat is not organic. That is what they use in preparing this burger. You see the way children are growing. These are these things, because the things, I'm not a food scientist, but they've said that for now, because of hunger, it has no side effect. But I know time it has a side effect. But now, what we are saying now is for we to be able to feed our family. Let the common person in the street that has 50,000, 100,000 be able to buy things and take home.
Anthony, can I interject and ask you this question?
Yes.
Now, as part of the protest against increase in price of food, now, some government officials said that some persons are hoarding food. So you are into the farming chain business.
Yes.
Is it true that some persons are hoarding food?
I would say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that the person that planted, that harvested, like now, I've given them instruction. They should not harvest for now, because the cost of you harvesting and processing and the cost of oil now, we are not making any profit. And at the end of the month, you will pay workers. That means I'm going out of business. So leave the fruit there. If you produce garri, and the cost of the production, that is why we say government should intervene. And you say the person is keeping, is not selling. It's not hoarding. If they are saying those who are middlemen, when they call them union, that they will go to the buy these things and keep so that they can increase it, those are hoarding. For those ones, I don't know, because those are the satanic process we have in this value chain of farmers and the final consumers. Because on a very good day, the government controls the market, and the market should be there for people to access. What we are advocating for is that farmers should be encouraged. The subsidy they've removed from petroleum and everything, I'm paying tax now. Of what relevance? The government that take tax from the farmers should come now and tell us what they will do.
What do you want?
What we need is support.
In which area?
In which area?
Areas of protection. Let me go like this. I lost a member 4 days ago. He worked in depot as a depot chief, retired, brought his money, planted a palm, acres down in Ovia Northeast here. He has been operating the farm, doing well. Community came, took the land, destroyed it. We cried to government. As I'm talking to you, the man is lying in the mortuary. He died of depression. All his business, all his investment was in that farm. As I'm talking to you, I said, oh, I'll come to this program. He's a member. He invested. He's into mushroom. He's into many cooperatives, into poultry. The source of all his livelihood in oil palm. The community took everything.
But there must be a reason for that, which we cannot...
No, I am telling you, that is one challenge. Government should come. Like, one good thing that this government has done, it removed the Benin from Agberuism. I said, no, revenue collecting is scientific. And you can see the way they are collecting revenue now. Nobody is holding stick like Malam or whatever.
And many food though.
No, those are revenues, those are local government, whatever. They are doing it. But the governors has put
state
a check,
government,
the state government, yes,
collector,
revenue.
yeah.
They put a, this, we all grew up in this town. Now, how can the government come in? The government is into farming. He created a group, most especially in oil palm and other this thing. But the thing is not coming down to those who need this thing, because those states should be the hub where you can get good food. But now, how are we getting it? So we are telling the government, look, if you want to engage us, let us see it physically and let it be on the ground. If I should tell you, the government, I will say this anywhere, supported the young people to come into farming. But you see, this attitude of what will I gain at the immediate, like as people have said now, everybody want to drive Versa, want to live in a big house, want to use AC. Look, you will start growing. When you get enough, you buy these things. But this generation know, if my friend can use AC, can drive this one, I want to drive this. So the thing is affecting the farmers. And the farmers will say, if we are not seeing government impact, they will all leave. And now is now telling on everybody, because it started from somewhere. The government should call, not union, association, head of association, bring your farmers, engage them. And once the land is there, you protect us. For me to go to my farm today, I paid money for security as a backup. To off the fire. The Harmattan is, but okay, what are they doing? Are they giving a pumping machine to these rural areas? Please, if there is fire, where there is river, you put a hose so that they will, look, let me tell you, 20 liters of container of water can quench a fire that will raise a full community. Because it starts from somewhere. Put it off and use water to, but sometimes you will not see this water to quench it. So we are telling the government, you will assist us, because many will still die. Let us come, those who are ready to take this farming as their profession. They've invested so much. The government should have a way to protect them so that they will do more. Others will come and join. But this time around, I'll take my time, I'll plant. When I'm investing, some people will come on in the name of there is development. Let me tell you, I went to the farm yesterday. All the places they took is only foundation. They've not developed it. All the land they've been selling in this town, none of them have been able to do 2 kilometers of road. If not this governor that did all these feeders road and all that things, no community. Let one city here come and tell me that they've done this road. The purpose of them coming to develop villages is to bring development, but it's their pocket and their personal this thing. You see them building things for themselves and this for this community. The government have fought them to a standstill, but later the thing just kept off again. They are regrouping, calling themselves Okageles and whatever. They will not allow people to farm, yet they hit farm product. So what I am saying is that the government should look at faces and engage farmers. I am saying it with all emphasis. The man who introduced me to farming, I met him in politics. He has a big farm, and he said, this is what I have. I said, okay, if this is not okay. Since I've been into farming, we are trying to make sure that we go, it's an integrated farm.
Okay, thank you, Atoy. Thank you very much. Dr. Roya, the way forward. We need to, because if Nigerians are hungry, they say an angry man is an hungry man is an angry man. So we don't want Nigerians to be angry. How do we really pacify them? How do we really encourage Nigerians in terms of this food issue? You said Nigerians should return to farming. That's a good one. But there's the belief, which may not be true, that some farmers are hoarding food.
No.
You know, that is an allegation, you know. So what should be the role of government too in solving all of this?
All right. Thank you very much. First and foremost, let me say farmers are not hoarding food, because I'm handling a project somewhere. I'm running a project somewhere.
Okay.
I bought bag of cement the first day.
Okay.
I think 6,000 naira. The next day, it became 6,500. The next day, it became 7,000.
Today is 8,000.
The other day, it became 7,500. So I have not gone there today.
Today is 8,000. I bought.
I'm getting the price today now. I have not gone there.
Yes.
Now, I asked the man a question. Sir, the goods you have, you've not gone to the market. How come you're inflating your price? He said, sir, if I give you for the old price, it means I can't return to the market. Because if I sell at the old price, going to the market, I can't buy goods again. It means I'm out of business. Now, the reason for all of these increments boils down to the increment of petrol and diesel. Because these persons who bring goods, they use transportation to bring them down. So I think government should begin to look into that area whereby, as a matter of fact, okay, we have removed subsidy, we have done this, we have done that. But my question now is, where's the money? If that money is really being utilized, as a matter of fact, it's not promises. We are not talking about reality. Nigerians are not seeing that what this government actually told us they were going to do with the money that they are getting from the subsidy they used to pay before that they are no longer paying. Oh, this is a this is a there'll be hope. But as it is now, I bought petrol today for $6.65. That's what I bought with today. As long as the price keeps going higher, because that's what controls the market. So government should look into that area. And if they don't do anything to that effect, the truth is the protests have not started. It have not, because it will get to a point, when one man is rich in the midst of 100 people, he becomes a target. So when our leaders make the country in a way that life becomes too hard, they find it difficult to live here too, because we are all here. So that's what we are seeing now. So it is not just only going to the market. Government should look into that area of transportation. Look at Lagos State, for example. You see these BRT buses. You see the railway and the rest of that. What stops it from going around? Government should begin to look at how farmers, like he said, can move their products from the farm down straight to the consumers. It will cushion the effects. If there is nothing like middlemen or whatever, like he said, the union people, the thing just goes straight from farmer down to the market. The consumer gets, but the farmers can't do that. After harvesting and doing it for their crops to get wasted, they just say.
Thank you very much. Bishop, your final comments. How do we really get out of this trouble?
Well, I don't think we can get out of it. Some of us are even praying that God should call us back home, because the world is now full of gadaga. I don't want to speak you may not know the
but why don't you make it? Why don't you really probably advise government on what they can do?
There is no advice, because I don't think they are even hearing what we are saying now.
You never can tell.
We've been advising. They will not hear. Joseph told Pharaoh, please be prudent enough. Look for a wise man that will be in charge of the foodstuff, because the famine coming is going to be so terrible. A man that fear God, put him there and let him make sure that this thing gets to everyone. Wise, diligent, without looking the faces of the people. And Pharaoh said, who could be wiser than you and your God? For the dream I had, nobody was able to interpret it. What was the dream? That God said calamity is coming. And when we talk about calamity is coming, we are called prophet of doom. That has been my name, prophet of doom. So when I'm telling people, how did we get here? When you see things getting bad, you take away your faith. You know this actually take his root from Edo State. There is nothing that does not have union. It beat my imagination when I now understand that even the beggar at Raman Park
have union.
Now have union. And their chairman. And people come every day to collect money and ticket from them.
Yes.
It beat my imagination. Is government hearing what we are saying? Jesus. And these people who you call junior leader are the friend of the government. They don't go to market. The people under them provide food for them to eat, put food in their table, put food in their store. In fact, everywhere, even if it takes 3 years for rain to fall, who no will go river, no will go. Is government hearing what we are saying? Would they ever hear? If yes, who is a prudent man? In the whole state, who are those that really fear God? Listen to me, Erosa. This teeth you see in the mouth is for decoration. They are not the one that actually eat the food that nourish your body. The one that nourish your body, they are inside. But the government of today is looking for the open teeth like your own, the one that is in the front. Whether we that is doing the work, we are inside. And I pray that they will be able to look behind.
Thank you very much. Well, it's always like that. But we just quick closing remark. First, I thought just one word. Closing remark, quick.
The Archbishop have said it all. What is the problem in this value chain is this union. When I heard there is a union in a vegetable, I just shake my head. The government can step into it and put a stop. It's not all, everything government. We are the government. But the truth is this. Somebody should be held responsible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Closing remark here, Dr. Roy, a quick one.
Thank you very much. Nigerians, let's not just pray. We have been praying. It's time to pray and act. Prayer alone does not change situation if man refuses to act. Nigerians, let's begin to act, and our leaders should wake up to responsibility. Governance is about the security and the welfare of its citizens. God bless you.
Thank you very much. That's the program. My guests have been very, very tremendous. Some have spoken in innuendos, but I know that you understand what they are talking about.
You're not going to let me talk.
No, you've made your comments now. So we want to thank all our guests. Archbishop Fred Agedo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
He has said that government should please listen to the people. Dr. Royal, thank you very much. And the first I thought is a farmer. He's been able to really talk about what is going on. This is Harmattan. This is the period of Harmattan. Don't allow fire anyhow, because it can raise your farm, it can raise your community. Please avoid indiscriminate burning of bushes or whatever. Please stop it. That's the program. My name is Ego Sagbanlao. Bye-bye.